Yeah, the number 7, quite a special number for my co-host, William Diego Pakabeli. Good morning to you, wherever you are, however you're watching us. You're welcome to another edition of Healthy Morning Live on Hstv. Proudly brought to you by Kind Ketsi Prudential Life Insurance Ghana. Always listening, always understand. The Healthy Morning is equally active on all the social media platforms, and it's always interactive, where you can send your thoughts, comments via WhatsApp numbers at the right hand side of your screen as well. My name is Stephanie Georgina Manyana, and I've been joined by William Diego Pakabeni. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
By grace. Yesterday is gone indeed.
Yeah, it's gone. We're taking a day at a time again.
Yeah. One day at a time.
Yeah.
One day IMF at a time.
It looks like a lot is happening.
Oh yeah.
A lot is happening.
People are talking about the fact that the blame game on COVID-19 and Russia-Ukraine war is just a sheer propaganda.
Of course.
The Labour Front is also still going on the strike. The unrest is still ongoing. The teachers said they met the Deputy Employment Minister yesterday, Rico Bobe. He didn't come with any kind of figures or whatever to listen to them, so they don't think they are still going to go back to the school. So we are on the 4th day. Well, don't forget, also yesterday we also got to know that some senior lecturers of the tertiary institutions are also planning to embark
lay
on
down
that.
their tools.
I'm not surprised Professor Jempo, he's putting posts on Facebook claiming all those things, but anyways, exactly.
Oh, let's have What is this? What is this we are saying about 2 billion IMF, 1.5 billion IMF?
Yeah, so the initial conversation was that, that 3 days ago, the front page of the Daily Guide reported that they are likely to go for 2 billion. And then yesterday, we got, I think 2 days ago or so, we got information from Novan Report saying that they are going for 2.4 billion, and as in the interest is now 0.89% instead of the usual one. Then this morning we are hearing that it's rather what they are putting on the table is 1.5 billion, and that's a reduction of about 500 million. So anyways, whatever figures they are going to put out there, we're just waiting to hear what exactly the results will be, because they're not going to tell us anything. We don't even know the team that are meeting the IMF until one is done. Then we get to know this and this and that. And yeah, so essentially that's it. Yeah,
so we have many issues to discuss with you. So we're going to be on from now till approximately 9:30 a.m. and the usual is going to come your way. Sweeter Jelly, Matters Arising. On Matters Arising, there goes. Yeah, he says that he's come up with a firm solution to mitigate the recent hikes in food prices. So he's come up with one of the solutions to, let the sleeping dogs lie and calm the waters.
Which dogs were not lying?
The food prices, they were
not
lying.
Which sleeping dogs were still standing?
So the food prices, they are standing. It's like they are rising. So he wants them to lie. So he's come up with a solution. Why are you not?
So
is it not feasible enough?
We should clap for him.
Is the solution not feasible enough?
We should clap for him.
He's come up with solution. I mean, he's thinking about us. And then also,
next joke.
And then it looks like one out of the 8 personalities that were contesting for the NPP chairmanship race, it looks like one person has withdrawn.
Yeah, Ikoyotu, the former Attorney General and the former Ambassador.
And reasons is not made public yet.
Yeah.
And the Chief Executive Officer of the Mental Health Association, Professor Say, is also saying that some of the leading causes of suicide, especially amongst the youth 16 to 35 years of age, is distress, graduate unemployment,
heartbreaks,
relationship heartbreaks, and even divorces and marriages.
Was asking me or asking us, do you know if somebody? Maybe this should be a conversation to have.
Yeah, quite interesting.
Tomorrow we have a relationship counselor also coming through tomorrow, so hopefully we'll get to have that conversation with you.
I really want to find out how you should know when someone loves you. It wouldn't be.
I'm not too sure where your leg is.
We just have to be open-minded and learn.
You can never be 100% sure about it.
Really, you can't be sure.
You can never be 100% sure.
Why can't you?
I mean, the person is human. Change is the only constant. The person can change. No matter how glamorous or revered the person you see.
It's like I'm putting my whole life trust into the person's hands when I'm going to be with the person. So
Sir,
I need to be sure to know
the
that
only person, let me tell you, let me advise you, okay. The only person you should trust whilst you live on this earth is a good old man.
No, once I'm going to be with you as
some percentage of trust, but holy dear, forget.
You're going to take one step at a time, one day at a time.
Don't worry, it will catch everyone. It will get everywhere. Your thing will come. Videos for baby.
Why are you professing negative?
You better check.
Stop.
Oh yeah, check.
Stop.
Oh, check. Quincy. Into Sabeka with you.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
we should know.
So there are lots of stories to share with you on Matters Horizon today after Sweet Ajeli though, and then we'll come back later to do some conversation. So today we're gonna have a conversation with one special lady. Her name is Abigail Ashley. Today happens to be a birthday actually.
Wow, you mentioned it.
Yes, and she's a presenter, she's an author, and now until recently she's become a musician, and she's battled chronic disease for many years, since 2007, and by grace she's been able to survive it, not going under the dialysis per the book she wrote actually, and she was able to survive through prayers and counseling and all those things. Unfortunately, she got some beneficiaries or benefactors, if I should say, to support her to get a donor who gave her another kidney, so she's still surviving. But even at that rate, at times when she posts on social media the box of just to survive, I mean, God in his own infinite wisdom gave you those two kidneys for a reason. And even when we are told that when you give one to another person, that one wouldn't function 100% as if you had a two. And the fact that you're having somebody else's own, we're all different in a way. Somebody else's own in your body doesn't mean that you are whole and hearty. I mean, still you don't be that 100% as you should. So at all costs, do everything possible to save your kidneys. It's very key, and I'm sure that will be a lesson we're going to learn after the conversation today. So stick around for that when Abigail actually joins me on InFocus today to have that conversation.
So that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's our part today.
So it's gonna be interesting, and don't forget we're always interactive. On YouTube is Hstv GH Live. Thank you for joining and subscribing. Our numbers are increasing. Yesterday I checked the conversation with Mr. Kofi Cranton, and as at the end of the show we had about 106 views already.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I'm sure people are still enjoying that conversation. Thank you very much for being supportive of the show and the segment and content that we give you every now and then. So keep supporting us. We appreciate that. We will never forget you at any given time. No, us, and let's build a nation together. All right. So we're gonna take a quick break from now, and then when we return, Sweet Ajeli will be on, and then we'll give you Matters Horizon. But don't forget, the goddess of sports is also gonna come through. Yesterday we were hearing in other sports guys, about 6 of them now, who have now naturalized to play for Ghana. Tariq Mohammed, one Faifa, one Inaki Williams, who was training yesterday, and a couple of others have also decided to also join. So about 6 of them, which is quite strong for Otuado. So I'm sure when she comes in, she'll give you more details about what is happening in the world of sport also. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Seed money or a good education for your children? The Pro Wealth Plan answers all of life's questions. This is Ekwa 9. She wants to be an engineer in future. Her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Hammond, plan to give her the best education but don't want to be unnecessarily burdened when she's ready for university in 10 years. Do you know how much it will cost Ekwa to go to a local private university or university abroad in the next 10 years? Equa's parents have signed up to a Pro Wealth plan. They pay affordable monthly premiums that ensures they are able to fund Equa's university fees and living expenses. When she's ready for university, Prudential will pay the maturity benefit and her parents can enjoy free insurance cover for an additional 5 years. In the unfortunate event that her parents pass away, Prudential will pay over 200% of the sum assured, which is 100% immediately, 10% annually to keep Ikwa in her current school, and 100% at maturity for her chosen university. This means that Prudential Life has guaranteed Ikwa's education regardless of life's uncertainties. The Pro Wealth plan also covers a spouse or partner up to the same sum assured. With over 26 million customers, 24,000 employees globally, and over 170 years experience, you and your family can have peace of mind knowing that you are in safe hands. Whatever your financial goals are, the Pro Wealth plan has the answers to life's questions. Call us today and let Prudential secure your future.
The die is cast. The battle lines are drawn for Africa's most beautiful voice reality show.
30 super talented contestants,
14 grueling and exciting weeks, the affections and tensions.
Who will be crowned the first most beautiful voice this year?
Who will walk home with 1-year recording deal and money in the bank?
Don't miss this exciting music reality show live on Hstv.
If you're wondering what will happen next, stay glued to Hstv for the unfolding details.
The show premieres on Hstv on the 16th of July.
Africa's most beautiful voice reality show is brought to you by Hstv in partnership with Veru Productions. Africa's most beautiful voice reality show.
This is your time to shine.
Would you like to own a home, start a business, provide seed money, or a good education for your children? The Pro Wealth plan answers all of life's questions. This is Ikwa 9. She wants to be an engineer in future. Her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Hammond, plan to give her the best education but don't want to be unnecessarily burdened when she's ready for university in 10 years. Do you know how much it will cost Ikwa to go to a local private university or university abroad in the next 10 years? Ikwa's parents have signed up to a Pro Wealth plan. They pay affordable monthly premiums that ensure university fees and living expenses. When she's ready for university, Prudential will pay the maturity benefit and her parents can enjoy free insurance cover for an additional 5 years. In the unfortunate event that her parents pass away, Prudential will pay over 200% of the sum assured, which is 100% immediately, 10% annually to keep Ikwa in her current school, and 100% at maturity for her chosen university. This means that Prudential Life has guaranteed Ikwa's education regardless of life's uncertainties. The Pro Wealth plan also covers a spouse or partner up to the same sum assured. With over 26 million customers, 24,000 employees globally, and over 170 years experience, you and your family can have peace of mind knowing that you are in safe hands. Whatever your financial goals are, the Pro Wealth plan has the answers to life's questions. Call us today and let Prudential secure your future.
The die is cast. The battle lines are drawn for Africa's beautiful voice show.
30 super talented contestants,
14 grueling and exciting weeks, the affections and tensions.
Who will be crowned the first most beautiful voice this year?
Who will walk home with 1-year recording deal and money in the bank.
Don't miss this exciting music reality show live on HSTV.
If you're wondering what will happen next, stay glued to HSTV for the unfolding details.
The show premieres on HSTV on the 16th of July 2022.
Africa's most beautiful voice reality show is brought to you by HSTV in partnership with Veru Productions. Africa's most beautiful voice reality show.
This is your time to shine.
To the Lord for his kindness and goodness he has shown me. Oh yeah, one time let me give it to the Lord for his favor and mercies and every day. Ah yeah, what you mean, what mama say, what mama who, what you mean, maybe I see yeah, I make it them out. What you mean, what mama say, what mama who, yeah, maybe what's it there? Yeah, unkuana ofata. Da, she da. Asidani unkuana mto. Da, she da. Unkuana mto. I just wanna give you the glory. You better know my worries. I know be for the Lord. What you mean, what mama say, what mama who, what you mean, maybe I see yeah, unkuana make it them out. What you mean, what mama say, what mama who, what you mean, yeah, maybe I see yeah, unkuana ofata.
it.
And that is a brand new one coming from Abigail Ashley featuring TMI. I trust you enjoy that song. It's Asada Thanksgiving when Daniel Moshin for the good things it's done. But you might be wondering what exactly she's singing about. And knowing very well that you might have chanced upon her being on TV or maybe radio, having some discussion about how come all of a sudden she transitioned into being a musician? Well, guess what? Today happens to be another special day in her life. Today is her birthday also. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the birthday celebrant, the birthday girl, drum roll, Abigail Ashley.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, how do you feel?
I nearly said same to you.
Well, mine was in April, so that's okay.
Thank
Still
you.
be the same.
Okay.
How do you feel today?
Very special. I count myself blessed. You know, I never expected it today, but here am I.
Yeah.
Enjoying the goodness of the Lord. So.
I can imagine.
I'm happy.
Yeah. What you would if I have a magic wand or I'm a genie and you want to request something from me that I should do for you today, what would that be?
I just want a barrel full of water and then just lie in it.
A barrel full of water.
Just lie.
Is it cold or warm or normal water? Warm. You just be inside the entire day. Oh, that's all you want to wish for.
That's all I want.
Why?
That's all
Why
I want.
amongst maybe a range of Vela, some Rolls Royce or something like that?
William, for the past, if I should put it before my transplant, 13 years, I was bathing halfway. You know, because I had tubes all over me and stuff.
Yeah.
And today, I'm full, complete. So if there's something I really, really, really want to do, is just go off and just enjoy the
entire day. Wow. With some little drinks on the side. And
I'm just okay with the water.
I can see your eyes are swollen with tears already.
Yeah, sometimes when you try to remember that, the tears just start flowing. Because you are the only one who know the pain you went through.
Let's take you back to how it all started. So, by the way, she's an author as well. She's a presenter, journalist, author who writes books. And there's the first book she wrote somewhere 2017, right?
Yeah.
2007, right?
2018.
2018. Oh, okay.
Was it
okay.
2017?
So 2016, right?
16,
yeah. 2016. Yeah. So that's the first book titled The Decade of My Life Behind My Smiles. Abigail N.M. Ashley. That's the first book she wrote. And I've read the full thing, but it's been a long time, so I decided to go back again and read some few, but I couldn't finish. I got into the middle part and I had to let go. But beginning, I realized that this whole thing started with just a mere headache when you were started as a journalist, 2007 thereabouts.
Yeah, 2007.
And then you said you were taking painkillers to help it. But tell us, how did you really get to find out that you were a kidney patient?
All right, so just like you started in 2000, I think before 2007, I used to have this headache, very terrible headache, you know. It would just break you down. And I just go, because I have doctor friends, I call, I need my headache. And I take the painkiller, then the headache will come again. And then they will recommend another painkiller since the other one wasn't strong enough. So I just keep taking the painkillers until 2007. I think somewhere in August.
So for 2 years, you're constantly on...
Just painkiller. I thought it was because of work stress. You understand? You wake up early, come to work. Just a headache. We were thinking it was just work stress. So nothing serious.
What kind of work were you doing then?
William.
Yes. Here, I ask the questions. I don't know anything about you.
Okay, so... we used to work together at Choice FM. We used to work together at Choice FM.
Really? Oh, nice.
We used to work together at Choice FM. So I used to take the painkillers and then until 2007, like I mentioned. Then,
but I met you in 2000. I think I had completed my national service then, somewhere December that I joined Choice FM. So that was when I met you.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But I didn't even know you're going through that also, by the way. So you're taking the drugs, and then
I was taking the painkillers until 2007. One day, I just woke up. I was coughing blood. I couldn't breathe well. They have to rush me to the hospital. That was the airport clinic, and it was at the airport.
Yeah, before even the airport clinic, there was a part I read in the book
where I travel with.
You had a hard headache. You're supposed to go pick your mom at Pram Pram. and you drove all you took the painkiller, right? Just you felt a bit okay. You drove all the way to Pram, only to get there and collapse in the car. You couldn't walk, couldn't do anything. You didn't feel like even there was a bone in your body.
Exactly. But I still made it back to Accra. And then at the night, in the evening, at dawn, that's where the coughing
and the blood.
That,
so you're coughing blood, actually?
I was actually coughing blood. Actually, the light was off, so I was just coughing. I thought it was just a normal cough until I stretched to put on the light and I realized it was blood. Then I said, this is very serious. I have to like crawl on the floor to my mom's room to be taken to the hospital, rush. So it was at the hospital when the doctor said, how come? You're too young, your blood pressure is too high. Why
around
did
that
you
time,
know?
how old were you then?
I think I was around some years.
Some years?
I don't mind William. William just wants me.
You know, you said you're young, and usually such diseases,
I think
should be a bit older.
In my early 20s.
Yeah.
In my early 20s. The doctor said, how come your blood pressure is too high? Didn't you notice anything? And then I have just back. I didn't know anything about blood pressure, and so then he asked me, okay, you have to be admitted. I was admitted at the hospital, given some saline fluids and things. So the next day, the doctor was like, no, with this situation, we have to take you to Kolebu. So they have to rush me to Kolebu. So it was at Kolebu that they diagnosed, they did some tests and ran and realized that it's an end-stage chronic kidney disease.
So before I get to that though, the end stage, there's a part where you said when you slept the next day, you woke up, you had swollen up.
That was at the hospital.
Take the fluid out of your body.
That was at the airport clinic. I slept, you know, because I don't know whether it was the flu, because of the flu they gave me, or because I was, you know, at that time the body was just reacting. So I just woke up and I was like double my size.
Wow.
And I couldn't really breathe well. I wasn't breathing.
Were you given any medicine before, or a drug or something before the night?
With all that happened, I think so. Maybe they put some, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I just woke up, I was swollen. Yes. And so they have to put some very huge needles and try to withdraw some of the fluid out of the system. Then they have to take the fluid to the lab to also go and check whether there is an infection or something. So they did a lot of tests at the time before I was even rushed to Kolebu for the diagnosis.
And all these things, I hear you talk about your mom, some of the doctors and all that. Where was Daddy then?
Daddy was late by then. Yeah, Daddy was late. So it was just me, my mom, and my sister.
I see.
Yeah, so.
Deepest condolences. But so you said by the time they detected at the renal unit, you're at the fourth stage or the end stage.
Well, you know, we have stages of the kidney disease. We have stage 1. Okay, so a normal kidney functioning, you know, from 100% when you are born, and maybe because of lifestyle or something may happen to it. But between 180, you're okay. It only starts dropping when it's from 60 downwards. First stage, second stage, third stage, fourth stage. And I was told within these stages, some you don't even feel anything. You don't actually feel anything.
The first and second stages.
First, second stages, you don't feel anything. Sometimes at the third stage, you begin to feel something, maybe headaches or something. But if you are not careful, you will not even notice until fourth stage, which is the end stage, fourth stage, entering the fifth stage. That's where you start getting the swelling phase and all those. So I think that was exactly where I got to, where I started having that swelling.
Oh, okay. So the end stage is the fifth one.
The fifth one.
That one there is a do or die.
That's where you have to go on the kidney dialysis or transplant to survive. Yeah.
Okay. So at this moment you're on the fourth. You're the fourth stage.
Fourth, entering fifth.
Did you recount you doing certain things prior to you getting to that age? Was it something? I know at this moment you've gone to the school of life already. You should have probably be a doctor or nurse by now, because you've learned a lot about kidney, chronic kidney disease and all that. Were you doing certain things around that time that caused this thing?
Okay. Well, from the few knowledge I have gained throughout the journey, I've been told that hypertension and diabetes are the main causes. So if in the diabetes or hypertension and you don't control it well, or you don't even know, and so you don't know how to manage it, you are likely to have chronic kidney disease, any disease at all, any chronic kidney disease at all. And looking back, my lifestyle too, I was so young. I mean, Monica kakra bouncing. We remember when you used to eat the wachi, we have drink beside us. So, you know, you have the family line history, you are not taking care of it. Now you are adding lifestyle, which is eating and taking your drinks. So in
the family line, you have some people who are diabetic.
No, hypertension. I have the hypertension. The family line has hypertension, and then my lifestyle, which I was also not controlling by eating all the junks. You know, young girl, there's a on someone. You know, about choppy kakra. You with the ice cream, then at the end of the day, so your lifestyle and your family history together. Unknowingly, caused what happened. Yeah. I wasn't drinking enough water too. I got to know that the kidney flush the system. So if you don't drink water and then you are using the soft drinks as supplement, not helping the body.
You say that part again. I have some enjoy substance, carbonated.
Okay. So if even you are doing it, please drink water, because I was told that is me. I know. Because of the education, like the school of kidney disease I've gone through. So my family history was one. My lifestyle, which was I wasn't drinking enough water, which I now know it was true. I wasn't drinking enough water at all. Using drink in replacements of water after every food. After every food. And it wasn't helping me. And you know, we think, oh, medium in so when it's normal for us. But it's not normal. You have to pee. If you are not peeing, there's something wrong with you. So it means you're not drinking enough water for the body to pee. And at the long run, your body will suffer. And if you're not lucky, the kidney will be affected.
Interesting. So let's backtrack again to the part where you discovered you are at stage 4 at the renal unit of Kolebu. That after you've been transferred from airport's clinic to Kolebu, and then you discovered that this is the situation. In the story, in the book, you mentioned mommy was not too excited. She was sad, tears in her eyes, and some doctors around to help and all that. And how were you able to manage all these? At what point were you given the time to leave the hospital, for instance?
Okay, so after that diagnosis, thanks to God, I met very noble doctors. I mean, Dr. Charlotte Osafo, she was then the head at the renal unit at the time. So she took me through, educated me enough about the kidney disease and some of the possible causes and how to prevent it. Earlier they mentioned I have to start thinking about the dialysis. And at the time, you know that he's dead fresh, family, wahala here and there. So I just told the doctor, please, as for the dialysis, with the money involved, I can't. So if there is any other way we can manage it, I'm game for it.
Is it around that same time you were told that you have just 5 years to live?
Yes, it was. I'm coming. I'm coming there. So she was like, okay, go and see the dietitian, and then they will talk to you. But at the same time, I met one professor there. You've been advised since the time you were at the emergency, start the dialysis. If you don't start the dialysis now, you will live. Oh, you will die. Oh, he just said it like that. He just said it. You will die. And I said, Sophia, it will not happen to me. So I quickly listened to the other doctor who said I should go and see the dietitian. And I went to see them, and then they were like, your creatinine is high, your urea is high, everything in the body needs to come down. So please, if it's possible, cut down on your salt. Don't take salt. Your meat, you have to take meat, red meat out of your diet. And if it's fish, you want just a little fish, a matchbox size fish. Take oils, take drinks, take alcohol. I said, please, I don't take alcohol. Okay, then stop the fizzy drink. I said, okay, is that all? The dietitian said yes. So I started with a no salt diet. I mean, in the morning, because there were a lot of medications I have to take. I have to eat for the medication. So started with porridge without salt. Sometimes mommy will just put in ginger, and I just take it like medicine. I just take the porridge like that and then add the medicine to it. So after some time, bit relief, I could feel I could breathe well now, and I could feel some relief within myself. So I just said to myself, I will continue this thing because it's working. So prepare food, soup, nothing. I actually don't think about my taste bud. It's just taking me to fill the tummy and take the medication. So I started it slowly. A week later, it was working. I went to see the doctor. She said, how am I feeling? I said, I'm feeling well. Then I met the doctor again. The prof who said I would die. He said, you are still walking around. You don't come and do the dialysis. And now I'm like this. But unfortunately for him, he actually died earlier than me, you know.
Oh.
He died. And he even died before the 5 years he gave me. But I'm still alive. 15 years by God's grace. I'm still alive.
But so okay, so I recall back in Choice FM days, that's why the watches stopped coming because she used to be the supplier of watches early morning. You were doing the breakfast show. Our chief producer, executive producer, I was deputy, and then Abigail was also helping.
DJ Benze.
Yeah, and then prayers every morning. Then all of a sudden, back. So, I think I also realized that you started not frequenting the office often.
Yes, and I started, pulling myself back a bit. When it happens like that, you just take a chill pill. To take things one day at a time. You get weak.
Yeah. So the weekly days, I remember the weekly days you're not coming, but then you started the show on the weekend, the Saturday one. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. William. So I took a break a whole year. I think it was Killer Fingers, what's the name?
Yeah, Kwame.
Kwame was in charge at the time. So I think I took a whole year break just to get myself back. And then when I came back, I told him I want to do a health show because the things I've learned, I want to. Then I was directed to William Pakabeni. He said, William, this is what we have. He said, oh yes, good idea, my producer. So he actually gave the name for the show, you remember?
Yeah, Food Gallery.
Yes. We started the show. It's been a journey. It's actually been a journey. And God has been so faithful.
Fast forward 2009, I remember I left. You were still there doing the weekend thing. So, did you stop at a point at Choice and then, because you moved on from there, at what point did you leave?
I think in 2012, I actually had an opportunity. I think KSM, Kwame Sefakai, was actually raising funds for the dialysis unit.
Oh, okay.
At
is it a Cocoa Foundation?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I actually heard about my story. So Abigail would like to share your kidney journey because at the time the doctor has given me 5 years to live. So I was just crawling my way towards the 5 years, though I'm trying to do my best. Behind the scenes or behind my mind, I know a doctor needs 5 years. So do I set of fear quite before the doctor? Whenever I'm going to sleep, I still, it still plays back to me.
There was a part where you mentioned to give things out like
I
that.
did.
I know naturally you're a giver. You give a lot. I don't know whether you remember this. Do you remember?
No.
You don't remember? So one day morning, you came to the office, you drove, got to the car park, and then you had this on your neck. And I said, hey, Abigail, it's nice.
And you've kept it all these years.
Abigail, this is very nice. And he's like, okay, really, do you want it? And I said, yes. And he gave it to me.
Wow.
That was somewhere 2008 or 2009.
I want to remember where I got it from.
You don't remember where you got it from?
I want to remember. I think I remember where I got it from now. I've seen the symbol.
I've seen the rosary, and it looked like you became very spiritual at that point because of what you're going through, I guess.
Yeah.
Interesting. I still have it. I've kept it for a reason.
Why do you want me to shed tears this morning?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. I was just trying to.
All right.
Did you give everything out, or you still kept some?
I did. I actually gave everything out because I told you the doctor said I had just some few years to live. So I shared. I even wrote on my car who they should give the car to. My mom saw it. She started crying. Who did she give the card? We thank God for life.
Anyway, just in case you just joined us, it's InfoCourse on Healthy Morning, and we're having a conversation with a chronic kidney disease stage 4 survivor. She turned out to survive after being told by one doctor that she was going to die in 5 years, and 15 years down the line she's still alive. She's written a book, the first book 2016. She has a second one actually also, and then as we speak, she's also turned out to be something else, a musician, that we'll get into that conversation later. In case you're watching and you want to ask any questions along the line, feel free to send your messages on WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is on your screen right now. You can send your messages over there, and I'll address it to Abigail as and when we go along. Along the line, we might activate the phone lines also for you to call, and then also ask any questions that you may regarding what Abigail has been through so far. And I'm sure you enjoyed the conversation. So send your messages along the line. It's for us to end the show, okay? Don't forget, we're live on Hstv GH Live on YouTube. That is the number, the handle to look for, Hstv GH Live on YouTube. Far away from your home, as long as you're not driving. Don't drive and watch. So long as you're not driving, you can watch us on YouTube as well. And then you can also send your comments over there, subscribe and share for the rest of the world to see. All right, so at this stage, you've been told in the next 5 years you're gonna leave the earth. You started giving out your things, willing your property, more like. And you also mentioned earlier that the next stage would have been the deadly stage, stage 5, that you have to be on the dialysis. So did they ever tell you you've moved on to stage 5, or because you started eating well, doing the health program at Choice FM? I saw because you're doing some work also occasionally and all that. Did that all help you not to transition to the first stage?
In the end, I did, but it took me some years to get there.
To get to the stage 5?
To get to the stage 5. I think
that
somewhere...
means you didn't keep up with what you're supposed to be doing?
I did, but you know, that's how that is it. It's a kidney disease progresses.
Doesn't retrogress.
It doesn't retrogress. So that's what happened to me. So along the line.
But in the book also, you're saying that they ask you to go on dialysis. Stop academy. You say you won't do it.
William, it's still expensive.
Is it because of the financial bit, or it's just that your faith kept you going that you don't need it?
Faith and financial base combined, yes, because it's expensive. And what actually pulled me back from the dialysis was I saw one man who actually started, and along the line he didn't have any more money to continue, because you are paying like thousand. I think now it's even more than that, 1,500 a week.
Wow,
that's just for the dialysis.
More than somebody's salary.
That's just for the dialysis. You have labs, you have injections, you have medications, you have scans to be doing depending on how you are feeling. So if within a week you are not well, just imagine.
What does a dialysis do to you?
Okay.
Explain to us, like.
All right. So basically, what the function of the kidney is to, like, sieve your blood. Okay. You know, whatever you eat, the kidney, your throat back to the kidneys, and what the kidney does, sieves it. The good one, it turns it into blood for your heart to pump into the body. Okay. The waste comes out as urine. Okay. Aside that, because the kidney supplies the body blood, there are other substances, you know, other chemicals that the body generates for the body to use. So if the kidneys are not working, it means those processes are not going on within the body. The waste will be retained in the body. The body will not get enough blood.
Is it the waste that contains the stones? Because I've heard about kidney stones.
Kidney stones is different.
It's different. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So this waste comes out as urine. The urine that comes out is the waste from our body.
From the kidney.
Yeah, from the kidney.
Okay. I see.
So that's what comes out as urine.
Okay.
So if your kidneys are not functioning, that means the urine will not come out.
Wow.
Yes. So what the dialysis machine does is you are connected. I don't know.
Is it possible that people are not urinating often? A potential chronic kidney patient.
That's what I was saying. If you don't drink enough water, you are putting yourself at risk, because the body has to bring that out. and to bring it out, it needs a lot of fluids, and the fluid is water, not drink, and that will help to flush it out. So if you are not drinking a lot of water, that flush will not take place within the system, and that is what caused the kidney stones. It's crystallized. And that will cause the stones. So there are two different. There's kidney disease, and there are kidney stones. So when it's crystallized, it becomes stones in the body because there's no a lot of. It doesn't have a lot of fluid to push it up.
Pass it as urine, right?
Yes, and that's what's painful, excruciating because it's pain. Yeah. It's a stone coming out of. Yeah. So it's very painful. So that's what the kidney does. So if
the dialysis is supposed to do what again? It's supposed to help the kidney be able to now sieve the.
So it sieves. It actually does the sieving, but it doesn't supply the body with the blood.
Oh, okay.
It will help take the waste out.
Okay.
So that waste that is urine that's supposed to pass out from you. The dialysis machine, you are being connected to it, and then it will just clean the blood and bring it out as waste for you.
Okay, so it takes out the waste so that the kidney now will be able
find one
to the heart,
to the heart for it to pump. Exactly.
I see. And that is done like 3 times a week or something like that.
Exactly. So because the body have money, they have to do it 3 times a week.
Oh, okay.
And
even the 3 times a week is costing about
$1,500 a week.
Wow.
And you have to get the injection, which will erythropoietin or Mycera, which will boost the blood system for you because the body cannot boost any more blood, and that one is also expensive. So it's dialysis, your injections, your medications, and it's not like child's play. It's very expensive maintaining a kidney, managing kidney disease. In Ghana, especially when there is no support.
Imagining even then is 2007 it was difficult. How much more now? I think
now it's worse. It's worse.
So I'm imagining those days. How were you coping with support?
Okay.
Was it all mommy? Or?
So because I wasn't doing the kidney, the dialysis, what I was giving medications, and then the medications are not so expensive, and I was managing it seriously with the diet because. The reason why I was asked not to take salt puts pressure on the kidneys. They give it more work to do because it has. No wonder when you pee, your urine tastes salty. Because the body tries to take it all out of the system. He wants it, but he doesn't want too much. So the body tries to take it out. So if I do no salt diet, I'm not putting pressure on the kidney. If I don't take in red meat, I'm not putting a lot of pressure because it also have to pass through it for the body to clean the system. And
red meat contains something that the kidney doesn't need also, right?
No, because it's protein.
Okay.
Too much protein. It gives it a lot of work. You understand? So you don't need the proteins, you don't need the fats, you don't need the sugars, you don't need the carbonated drinks. All those things put pressure on the kidney. So if you're able to cut it off the system, or you're able to reduce it, then you're not putting too much pressure. So I wasn't I tried. I was dedicated, so I took it. And it worked for me. So I wasn't putting too much pressure, and I was limiting my water intake because if you take in too much water, then I was giving just 500 ml of water to take in a day, the whole day.
Just 500 ml,
including like if I want tea, if I want soup, everything. At the end of the day,
500.
William, we are not passing urine, so if you give it more. The whole body will swell.
Okay.
You will double up.
Something that you've denied yourself of several years. Now you can't even. Now that you want it, you can't even take
Exactly.
Wow.
That's what happened. So, I was very conscious and I was managing it very well. And I think I tried my best. I tried, though it's difficult. It's not easy like I'm saying it now.
Sometimes you want to have a cheat day. Forget that. Let me chop some.
No, but in the case of kidney disease, if you have a cheat day, you suffer for it. And you alone will be the one suffering. It's not like a cheat day for a normal person and then you just walk around, you're okay. But if you have a cheat day as a kidney patient, you suffer for it. The next day you see your face like all swelled up. You can't even breathe. Because the fluid retention in your lungs and everything, you can't even breathe. So there's nothing like a cheat day for a kidney patient. Otherwise you suffer it. And if you are suffering, you suffer a lot.
we're talking about the support. So how were you?
So mommy was there, and luckily in 2012, I told you I went to Kwame Sefakan show.
Yeah.
And that day, I only went there to just share my story, help him raise the fund. But that day, I had a lot of support from Ghanaians, and that was the day Dr. Kwame Despite and his brother Oforisapon called. He said, "Abigail, don't worry, we'll start taking care of you." I had one man also calling. He never mentioned his name. He doesn't want to be known. He said, "I'll take you to India to go and have a transplant if you want." And a lot of donations came around. Aside the one they donated.
So these are some of the pictures.
Okay, so that's when I was at the hospital.
Dr. Kwame and his brother.
Yes.
Mr. Sapon.
Before his support.
Okay.
When I was at the hospital admitted, you see how puffy my face was looking.
I can imagine.
They've been so kind, unconditional love towards me, and I think aside God, I owe them my life. They've like from there.
We'll get into the part where you're fortunate enough to get a transplant. Yeah. At what point? Because at 2012, you had met Kwame Sefakan.
Yes.
And then he helped.
We actually went to India. When I got to India, they were like, "Abigail, as we see you, you look different from your lab reports. We don't know what you're doing. Go and continue what you're doing. We can't."
It's too small.
It's too small. It has shrunk. They can't touch it.
Wow.
So I should just.
Every normal human being has two of that.
Yes.
So both had shrunk.
Unfortunately for us, if one kidney goes off, you don't know, because God has made it such a way that the other is supporting it until the other one is also gone. So before you realize you have a problem, it means all two is gone.
Wow.
Yes, and that's why we can live with one kidney. You understand?
Yeah.
Because and then we are also advocating that at least once a year. Now, at first we didn't know. Now you know. Try as much as possible to have a checkup and check if your kidneys are okay. So in case something is happening, you know it ahead of time and you save your life. Because if one goes off, you don't know. And just like I told you from the beginning, the kidney disease starts in stages. Stage 1, stage 2, no problem. Stage 3, no problem. Unless stage 4. Sometimes 4, you even not feel anything until stage 5 when it knocks you down before you start feeling all the.
So the journey to India was supposed to do what? Try and see whether
they can do the transplant. That's why I went there. But when I went there, they said no, they can't touch it because the kidney has shrunk, and the way it looks like, my results look different from the way I'm looking, because at the time I started the strict diet. So I was looking much better. So they were like, "Okay, you come back. We can't touch you. We don't know what is working for you." And I know my pastors were praying for me at the time. So we don't know. So I came back in 2012 and still continue my strict diet, regular hospital visits, and my medications they gave me. I started until 2018. I started fainting. The body starts, I told you I went. Then the body went back to. I started fainting, and I was rushed to the hospital again. And then this time the doctors are like, "Abigail, whether you like it or not, the dialysis you have to start." And it was a tough struggle. It was a tough struggle when they asked me to start the dialysis.
So you did?
I finally did. I started 18 and I ended it in 2019.
That was 2 years before you wrote this book.
Yes.
So at what point did you have that thought that, okay, let me put my story of a decade of life behind my smiles into
the book came to life in 2007. I realized it was 10 years after the doctor said you would die. I said, "Hey, this one, they have to write something." I have to write something. So that's what happened. I wrote the first book, a decade of my life.
The book?
Oh, I just asked some few people, if you want to write a book, what happens? So you have to register with the Ghana Library Board, and then that's always that. So I say, yes, okay, I want to write a book. I started putting my thoughts together, and I have this crazy big sister. They call her Auntie Elsie. Pressure. Once I told her I want to write, pressure every day. How is it going? I said, Auntie Elsie, I told her I'm not feeling well. I said, stand up and write it in. So that's what happened, and the Facebook came out. And right after the Facebook came out, 2018, the body started doing shakara.
So you went on the dialysis then?
I went on the dialysis. Such a very tight one, very difficult with all the tubes around me. It wasn't easy. You know, the dialysis, you have to be on it for 4 hours. So you have
4 good hours. You're sitting down like that?
No, you lie. Whether you want to sit down or lie down, it's just 4 hours.
So each of the 3 days in the week, 4 hours
4
for
hours,
each?
4 hours for each.
Wow.
When you finish,
that's a picture. Is it one of the dialysis?
Okay, that's when the tubes, some of the tubes were connected to me. So this is the tube I use for the dialysis.
Oh, okay.
I used the tube. So mine was connected to the neck. They actually started with the thigh. It did not work, and then I went to the neck. They tried the fistula. If you see my hands, I have all those bruises. They tried 1, 2, 3, 4. It did not work. So I was still using the neckline for my dialysis. Wow. Yeah. So I use it.
What was wrong with the leg that it didn't work?
The thigh. I don't know what happened. The veins or something.
They couldn't discover.
They couldn't get it.
But they could find the veins around your neck.
They could find the one at the neck.
Wow.
The tube are connected to the heart. You know, the kidney watches and they give the blood, so they connect it to the heart. So when they connected the machine will back and then straight.
It must be painful.
To put the tube there is painful, but to be on the dialysis machine with the
they put it, let's say, 3 days. So Monday they put it there, you relax on Tuesday, you go back on Wednesday, the same place again they put it to.
But it's tube, so you don't feel it. You know, it's just mine is connected.
It's left there.
Yeah, it's left there. You don't take it out. That's what I was telling you for. I have to be bathing halfway. So they connect the tube. Yeah. So you don't make it. No, if you don't, you have to protect it from infections and things. So.
Fast forward 2018, it started getting worse and all. Did you at a point secure a job with Despite Media Group around the 2012 there, or it was 2018 after all these setbacks that you still got back to do the job there?
Okay, so after the 2012, when I got back, that's where they started. I think they started Hstv 2012 or 2013. And it's okay, why don't you add health show to the morning show? It's okay, why not?
It was an offer from them?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm available. I can be behind the scene because at that time I wasn't looking to TV shows. So I was behind the scene producing. And so one day I think one of my guests didn't come and I have to go and sit in myself to do the show. After the show, my boss was like, "But you can handle it. What's your problem?"
You had experience back at Choice FM there. So.
You can handle it. What's the problem? So I started handling it myself. Until I think 2018, 2019, when the setbacks came in, and I have to ask someone to step in for me.
Okay. All right. But now you're back.
I'm back, so we are running shifts.
Okay.
You understand?
All right. So at what point did the decision to now go and do the transplants?
Okay, so when I started dialysis, I know dialysis is not for me because when you see the people on dialysis, I don't want to be there for long. So it was there, I think the doctors were talking about upcoming transplants in Ghana, and they asked if I want to be part. And when they said it, I was like, in my family, nobody would like to do
Why, is it that bad that nobody cares?
Oh, it's not that nobody cares, but I think the education hasn't gone down well with Ghanaians yet when it comes to kidney transplants.
Because I know for nobody at all, Mommy was willing to do.
Oh, Mommy was willing, but she was old and she also have her own complications, so hers is out crap. Okay. So they said it, and I just brushed it off like this. I don't know what happened. I actually don't know what happened from nowhere. A cousin just called me and he said, if ever you want a kidney, or you decide to have a transplant, let me know. I've been directed to do it for you.
Were you that close to the cousin then?
No.
Or?
I was like, are you talking to me? And the person, he was persistent, right? So I was like, all right, they'll come and see my doctors. If my doctors they have to test and see
whether it's compatible.
if it's compatible. So we ran the test, everything, and luckily it was. And then my boss says, well, if you have someone who wants to do it, we're also ready to give you the financial support you want.
You don't want to mention it. He or she doesn't want to be known. Okay,
yes,
that's fine.
Yes,
that's
he
fine.
doesn't want to be known. He wants to remain anonymous. So
okay. So
we had the financial. Yes, we did it in Ghana.
Where?
At Kolebu.
Oh, okay.
So we had doctors coming from UK, and then doctors in Ghana here, combined doctors, who did it in 2019 December.
2019 December.
2019.
Just around when COVID set in.
My brother.
Globally.
My brother.
Tell me, before you went into the theater or whatever, what was going through your mind? Did you believe that you're going to go in there and come back normal, safe?
Oh, before stepping in, you know, actually when I was leaving, my boss prayed for me. Interestingly, he prayed for me. Like, I said, that's right. I said, he was like, you're already a winner. And let me just quote what he said. When he said, "Mama, Baba, woman, spend the brain in a room, then so back and a fire, and a war, and see, Uncunim, when did that? And so about how which
nice.
So I felt so good. Walking in there, I felt so good. Sadina Sari also called me, and then he said, "Be brave." So when I was entering the theater, the nurses were like, "Are you not scared?" I said, "No." So all I know is I entered the theater, but whatever happened, I have no idea.
See, did you recall how many hours, days you came out of?
I entered around 2 because the donor kidney was taken around. He went in the morning and then they took his kidneys, and so I think after they have finished with his, then they took me to the other side and then donated. So I went in around 2, and I think I opened my eyes around 9, 10. And all I know,
same day evening.
Yeah, same day evening. All I remember was when I woke up, the doctors were all clapping.
Wow.
Because we were 4.
Okay.
And the 4, we had 2 men, and I was the only girl. And I was the first to be transplanted, the first female to be transplanted in Ghana.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Wow, that should be documented.
So they were all looking. Even the men were like, "Oh, dear, cobra body." It's like, so I was like, okay. So I came and everybody was clapping. Then I could see the guys had vim now to face it. And then the doctors were like, "Oh, as soon as they, I forgot to give you one of the videos. As soon as they used the donor kidney to touch my bladder, pee started popping up like that.
Wow.
So all the accumulated ones started popping gushing out. And so when they saw me out, everybody was just clapping. And then they said my kidneys are working like horsepower.
I can imagine. So how long did it take you to finally be discharged from the hospital?
It took me 10 days.
10 days?
10 days. Wow. But I was, because it was the corona season, I was giving straight, no visits. Everybody coming should be well protected, blah, 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 infections and everything. But it was an experience.
You came out and you're pretty doing well, but throughout that period, there's a part where you even mentioned my name in this book that we went to church, Royal House Chapel, and what happened there? You became very spiritual all of a sudden.
William,
yes.
You know.
Yeah, they call me Diego. You are making everybody know that I used to be called William.
Oh, really?
That's okay. Go ahead.
So, I think, was it when I came back from a long break, I started the health show? Yeah. There was a program at CM.
Yes.
It was a Wednesday programs. They have, is it Thursday or Wednesday? Thursday programs. They have a prayer day, like for prayers. So me, William, me, Diego, and then Alfred. We went together. Yeah. Okay. So we went there to pray. We went to pray like a normal You know, I actually pulled them there. I said, let's go to church.
I should have given them that picture that we took at the altar distance, the shoes and the trousers you're wearing. I forgot. Maybe I'll look for it.
Let's go to church. So we went to church and we prayed, and the pastor just singled me out like that. I said, hey, what's up? History. I was like, but that day, like I said, if I had told my dream to my godmother, I would have said she was the one who told them. Yeah. But he just told me everything I've dreamt about, you know. Before then, I used to dream about my dad calling me, come, blah, blah. Yes. The doctor prayed to cancel all that. And to God, glory be to God. Those dreams, all those dreams stopped. And I'm still alive.
Was it because of the situation you were in that got you closer to God, or hitherto you were that spiritual? Or, you know, situations happen and people decide to now be more spiritual.
I think I was, but not so spiritual. Like, you know, sometimes when you enter the spirituality, everything you just work like. I wasn't that spiritual, but it actually drew me more to God. Actually got closer to God more, because at the end I was seeing His goodness, I was seeing His manifestation, I was seeing all that He was doing. I was actually enjoying His glory. So I actually, I think I'm still doing that. I haven't given up.
Keep it up. So 2019 December, you transplant. You came. How has it been? Because last time I posting a lot of videos about what you're eating and all that on social media, but I saw a box, about a rectangle box that is other size.
Medication.
Oh, drugs. I thought you had done there, like why transplant, and you are off most of the medications and you'll be better. So why all those?
Kidney disease never ends, you understand? Even after transplant, you're still fighting. You know, one day you're okay, the next day you're not okay. I have medication. The kidneys are not yours, you know. The normal kidney is behind you, you know, in the ribs there. But the transplanted kidney is being put here for you, beside your bladder.
Oh, really?
Yes, so it's here. You want to touch it?
Oh, that's
so it's there. It's not yours. And your body, your system is actually fighting it every day. So you have medications.
Like an alien amongst
it's actually an alien. So far as it's there, it's not part of the body. They see it as an alien.
And the old one still remains there.
The old one still remains there.
What is it doing there?
You can't take it off. You only need the tubes that so they connect it to the tubes. You can't take it out.
Wow. Well, we'll continue. We're still talking to Abigail Ashley, stage 4 chronic kidney disease survivor, a presenter, an author, and until recently a musician. And we're telling us about her life journey, how she was able to navigate or go through all these challenges and still survive. And even now is still taking medicine as big as a whole box that she has to be taking all morning. And in case you just joined us and you want to ask any questions, the phone lines will be activated in a bit. Actually, it's being activated now. And then also you can send messages on our WhatsApp line, which is on your screen. It's in blue on the right corner of the screen. And you can send your messages to us and ask any questions. And then we would ask any other questions that you would want to ask. Well, around this time also, she survived and she's okay, but she's still taking the drugs and all that. She also decided to drop her music. And I was wondering, hey, but anyway, maybe she went for some music class that I don't know about. Just in case you have not heard the song, please, here's the song. We'll be right back.
Am I just wanna give you the glory. You burn all my worries. If I not be for the Lord, where would I be? Can't kind that you gonna know. When no honey, how fake no. If I not be for the Lord, where would I be? What you mean, what mama say? What mama who? What you mean, your daughter? Lady, I see the yeah, who can make it now? What you mean, what mama say? What mama who? What you mean, your daughter? Yeah, lady, what's it? Yeah, who can over time?
Teddy made it.
Featuring TMI. TMI is also in the building. We'll have him join us so that we'll get to know how, because I didn't know she can sing. I'm news representer now. I book in the I wasn't sure, so not sure, but my dear tunes are not sure. You wrote a second book.
I have a second book.
So what is the title of the book? Oh, sorry, just to let you know, my co-host just joined us. Stephanie has joined us, and she's going to be reading some of the messages also. Yeah. That's Stephanie, by the way. Meet Abigail.
Hi, Steph.
I've heard so much about you. Diego mentioned a lot about you. When the moment you walked in, I don't know, I just saw this is a superwoman.
Oh.
You are so strong.
Aww.
And listening to you from there, I don't know. I really don't know what to say. I don't have any question for you, but I just wish you the best in life. I'm emotional right now.
Thank you.
I don't know, but they say there's nothing more beautiful than life. So now is your birthday, especially today.
God bless you.
She's 5,000 years old.
I think we have few messages. Yeah, we have few messages for Abigail. It says, "Hi, good morning. I'm watching you right from my dad. Keep up the good work." And another message from Empress Bakope. She says she's the lady that made Kwesi Akon, the taxi driver's video, go viral. Please, she's the woman that helped me when I wanted to allow the video to go viral. That surprise is waiting for her second. So she's surprised for you.
You're in the same office with her?
No.
Oh, okay.
She said your first and second surprises are waiting for you at the office. And another message here says that she is a beautiful soul, and no wonder God has been faithful to give her a second chance. This one says, "Hi, good morning. God bless you all for the massive education. I really appreciate it. But my question is to know from her the cause of her kidney."
I think we mentioned that earlier.
No, I think they're saying, but my question is to know from her the cause of her own, so the kidney disease, what caused that?
Yeah.
You mentioned that it was
she mentioned hypertension, and then a lifestyle also.
Right, and then this one says that, "Hi, I would like to find out from Ashley the current condition and state of her cousin, because I know this could also have an impact on him as well. Anyway, cousin."
He was at the hospital.
Unlike you that remained for 10 days.
10 days, yes. And he came out with no problem. He's doing so well. Okay. So those of you who are scared to donate a kidney to help someone, it's not as scary as you think. Before they even do it, you have no idea the test you have to go please, they don't. They don't just take it. They have to do a thorough checkup on the person before they do it. So he's very well. Yeah.
Okay. So the drugs, how are you coping with the drugs now? The buckets that I saw.
Yeah, we have no idea. You're paying like 5,000 something every month for medications.
Every month.
The pharmacist will tell you, dollar no cost through every that, you know, you have no, it's not it. And it's like in Ghana we don't have a lot, so the little in bulk. But I think even on the international market, because I ask someone to buy it for me there, it's the same price. So it's expensive, very, very expensive, but God day with day.
Because I'm wondering, you know, during those times that we used to work at Choice FM, money wasn't that forthcoming those days. Things were quite difficult, and I don't want to think that now what should I so and I say extra special money be somewhere.
And that's what I told you. I'm very grateful to the Despite group of companies. I mean, they've been very supportive. He promised he wasn't going to leave me alone after the interview with Kwame Sefakai, and they've been doing it. And so to me, working there is like,
so it's been like 10 years,
it's been
a decade.
Yeah. Like a family. I'm also doing my best to support what they're supporting me with. They've been very supportive. They showed me so much love. I told my sis the other time, I don't even think I would have afforded this. Yeah. I'm telling you the facts.
The second book, what is it about?
The second book is about life after the transplants. What I went through.
What's the title of the book?
The New Me.
The New Me. So after the decade of my life behind my smiles, the new me.
The new me, yes.
Okay.
So it talks about the transplants, how the tests and things we have to go through. So if you actually get a copy of the book, you know the test that it wasn't an easy test. You know, the test we have to go through, the doctors who were there, from the renal unit to the surgical unit to the intensive ward. They were so supportive. They were there 24/7. The nurses, everyone was there to support me.
Did it have anything to do with the fact that they know that you're on TV or something? So
no,
they decided to give extra care?
No, it was because I was the first woman to be transplanted in Ghana.
Okay.
So all eyes were on me, and I was the first to be transplanted. So everybody was like, okay, like, let's see what happened. Like that special care, extra care.
All hands on deck.
Yes, exactly. And you know, it went well by God's grace.
Okay, so the phone lines are active now. We're gonna pick some few calls before we wrap it up. As I told you, today's a birthday also, so we're gonna have a little bit of celebration live on TV. And so yes, in case you want to call, please give us a call right now. The phone lines are on your screens right now. Just pick the number and then give us a call. And if you want to say anything, word of motivation to her, you want to ask any questions, survive the journey, you can do that right now. From 2007 till 2022, the year of our Lord, she's still alive and kicking. 15 years down the line, she's alive. Yeah. So I think we have a first call on the line now. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. I can barely.
Good morning.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now. Your name and where you're calling from, madam?
Comfort, calling from Kasua.
Okay, Kasua, please go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay. Actually, the same country Kakra.
Oh, Koso.
I'm Abigail.
Mpacho Mitio.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma.
Oh, Yamin Shell be brave.
Yamin Shell. Amen.
I'm telling you, what I'm sure. That's why Yama be brave. So, Yamin Shell. No more contenting. And wanting. Not trying, sir.
Amen.
And why so?
That's a check Kasua for so
before we continue, let me read some few messages that just came in. This one says that I really understand her joy I watch her posts on Instagram. It wasn't easy, the money we had to spend for dialysis alone. But I'm really happy for her. God has been really faithful to give you a second chance to life. And this one also says, good morning to you all. My name is John Mensa Yamwa Shaba. My classmate is Abigail Latwinisek. Yeah. We are praying for you and
Thank
God
you.
bless you. So this from John Mensa Yamwa. We have Benedict.
All right, I think, I have another caller. Benedicta, good morning.
Good morning.
Machomeka Tree and I said, Bravo.
Bachomeka Tree, yeah.
Koso.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Metacho Nanko Shirana. Mije Fitini Room for Yahoo UTV. I didn't have a baby and a bomb pie. And the dam, yes, say, yes, who are fire ban. Little hall, Yanko Shirana. Dr. Otto Kwame. Any pieces from Ghana access or being them by a D society minimum. Now that I don't have anyone who call them here many days. Missing a mission, no, yeah, man, ocean who see.
I'm patrol.
Ocean who see a man, the mechanical because we have an now for the good information in the share. And media medicine, I think they be an anyway. I'm a panic show. First time, I say, yeah, I'm going to give me Miss Zeno. That's where hospital, I let me a couple check out all what they do give me a share. And no, I am a person because me, I am the same contact. My check is well. Then check it, you Miss so that's me the hospital. And after a lot of the to jar. What I say, we are over check you, don't be correct with those Yamawa.
Benedicta, that's so fair, Michelle. So she wanted to know the hospital you can go to do this.
Me pacho any good lab bia with your car catching some person test your kidney. You bet it as so ocean now scan endorse you be the junso and now moja. E bia ne nebo ba ye moja de na ye be twi moja ne kakra ye be check here ma Lancet percentage of your kidney account and you know the makes me account mom Lancet laboratory Lancet medical laboratory and no oyo ibi you know what omo we are not much so kidney percentage no at 70 at 80 and now at you bet sure say we kidney function no yet into percentage no to mean sure
okay
but kolebunsu ye labs ni
MD Lancet, right?
MD Lancet,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, I know them. Yeah. All right. Okay, I have another caller, Blessing, on the line. Hello, good morning, Blessing.
Hello.
Hi,
hello, Blessing.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Oh, I just called to thank God.
I can hear you.
Thank you.
I just called to thank God for her life.
Okay.
Her son died from it. So I know what she's now.
Thank you.
I've been trying to think down
Okay.
and I thank God for him.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
All right. Thank you for calling, Blessing. We appreciate it. God bless you. All right.
William, one thing I also want to tell Ghanaians is that Charlie, it's not child's play. Like kidney disease is very, very, very capital intensive. Apart from the money involved, like you yourself physically, what you will go through, like your whole
tough mind,
mental, physical, psychological, everywhere, every part of your body is affected. So please, Mepamocho, insuno, water is like a problem. We drinking enough water. Yes, one num crano, sachet water no num 4 a day. I know you'll be a num 3 a crano.
like 1 liter.
Yes, one num a crano. I say, would the fear got him? In soon a ban and a piano. And so one monsieur, I'm a name you say Fini and Fiwa. And now what fits your friends say, we are a banquine. Not what fits a friend a beno. Now, dear good Sonia Muno. In soon, Nima. Esi aben nsuo ne amba enti sa na kidney tie they say aben mefe no esisi sonye no kwan this odi nsuo gum e ma ne eba enti sa na mpamocho drink water no nsuo afenzu ni say if the family has any history of diabetes or hypertension the management be serious about it and a lifestyle no drink ne nam no ne poche no and no
I have my last caller, Patience, on the line from Accra. Patience, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, please go ahead with your submission.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but me akachi. But I'm on this okay, mama why?
Very bold woman. And you be able to meet it. Okay. And you be able to meet it. To say, if you can be free. If you are too young, we do have pointing at the country, they can be free. I mean, sure, no, no,
okay, all right. Thank you for calling. That will be my last caller. So at this moment, she's a musician. How she became a musician, I have no idea. So your featured man TMI is going to join us with your birthday cake. So TMI, please come around.
Happy birthday.
So let's sing a song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Abby. Happy birthday. You can put it down and then you can step there. Yeah. Okay.
May God bless you now.
May God bless you now. May God bless you now. May God bless you now. Hip hip hip. Hooray! I don't know Ellen Yamaka hooray, not hooray.
You know what they say, a better celebration without a cake is just like a meeting. Yes. Yeah, so we needed a cake.
Okay.
A cut.
All right, so everybody's going to say one thing or the other. You want to get a chance, please tell us who you are, what you do also. So who's going to start? No, okay, let's start with you. Let's start with you. Yes. So who are you?
I'm Teddy Made It.
Teddy Made It. Yes. So TMI.
Okay. AKA TMI.
Yeah, you made the music.
Yeah. I'm a producer, an artist, and a performer as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've hardly heard of you, but so this is the first song you've done, or you've done others already?
I've done some couple of songs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Why did you decide to collaborate together?
Okay, I and Abby, we have a very good relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done a couple of projects for her.
Okay.
Yeah, so this time around, she hit me up.
Okay.
She was like, she has this song ringing bells in her ears. Yeah, about praise.
Okay.
Yeah, so she wants to bring it to life.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I had to go into my element.
Yeah.
To the studio, and we came up
together.
with the magic.
Yeah, and Teddy made it.
Any message for her, please? Any message? Happy birthday. Today's her birthday.
Yeah, she's been through some tough seasons. And I thank God for her life right now. And as for this day, I said now, I just want to wish her fountain of love.
Yes.
On this day, on a very birthday, on her birthday right now, I wish her love, God's blessings, and long life.
Amen. Thank you, TMI.
Thank you.
All right.
Can I introduce myself?
Yeah, introduce yourself.
My name is Stephanie. I'm a talker.
We know
today,
that.
Abigail, is your birthday.
Thank you.
I don't know, but I wish you strength. I wish you good health. I wish you long life. I wish you courage to be able to speak to others about all that you have gone through and advising us all to change. I'm a victim when it comes to the carbonated drinks. I wouldn't lie. I know devil was all over the place saying bohobian.
Amen.
I wish you all that you wish for yourself. I wish you get the barrel of water today and just be in there.
You just want a soul.
Just that.
You see, you just want a soul. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah.
Mommy, thank you so much.
Love you.
All right, so we don't know you. Please mention your name.
I'm Salome Waku.
Oh, really?
And I'm representing Hstv for production.
Okay.
Yes, but I'm at MCR.
Great, awesome.
And I'm here to wish you on behalf of Hstv and then on my own behalf also. This is the first time I have heard. I'm grateful to hear it. And I say from Psalm 91 verse 16, it says what? With long life I will satisfy you. And the long is a very long one.
Yeah.
So I pray that as God has given you life, it is your time to teach others as you have begun. So you continue teaching us to drink more water and take good care of our health. The Bible says that He has given us wisdom. It doesn't mean that you should walk on any other path, but you should walk in His ways. So as you use wisdom to teach us, we will also learn and live our life very well.
Amen.
Yeah.
God bless you.
God bless you too, Mommy.
Absolutely. God bless you. God bless you. Akaniaka. Okay, so you know, you and I have been known each other way back since 2007 till now, and I'm the kind of Ben Bridges. I always try to connect to people who are also always there for me. I remember some years after I've left Choice FM, because I produced her the first show she did. I don't know why she felt she owed me something. She called me to meet her up, and when I met her up, she said she had something for me. She gave me an envelope that has about $100 or something like that in there. I remember. And it's like, and it's like, oh, I say, oh, why? I say, oh, I just want to say show appreciation. For what? I say, I mean, for what time's sake? But I thought it's not necessary. I mean, we all meet each other, we help each other one way or the other. I just want to let you know that she's a very good soul. She's a very no, when somebody says there's a universal good, the word good is relative, but there's a universal good. When somebody says you're good, it means you're good. Then that's a universal good. I want to say that's a very good soul. And that is the reason why you're still alive today after 15 years. I'm telling you. So we never knew that after the onset of this chronic disease, you survive to become a presenter on TV. You survive to write 2 books and even more or less sing a song.
No.
Whoever thought?
No.
So I want to thank God for your life. Adding another year to your age means that there are many more years coming. And may He continue to bless you. Whatever desires that you want to achieve before He calls you, may He fulfill that for you. More health, more wealth, everything else that you desire may come to you. All right, so we're going to cut the cake.
Yes.
After the emotional speeches and enjoy something small. And then better back door.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna pour the champagne. Can you pop it?
Oh. Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Oh, you should take the baby.
Okay.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Okay, so yeah, it's a wrap. It's quite been an emotional morning, but of course, very, very educative. The part that is very crucial for you to drink a lot of water is not something you should joke about. Don't underestimate the power of water. When they say water is life, it is really life. And also, if you get to know that your lifestyles is not too helpful to you in terms of the kind of things you take in, the carbonated drinks and all those things, please ease up on that. And also get to know about the family background. The regular checkup will let you know whether you're potential or not. If you're hypersensitive or diabetic, you get to realize that and then begin to check yourself. As you said, the first 2-3 stages you might not be able to tell. Even the 4th one might be difficult, but the earlier the better, they say. So prevention, they say, is better than cure. So try aside. Okay, that's very key. Abigail, thank you very much for honoring us on your birthday that you're supposed to be chilling out there and being to time, and then thank you for supporting her. We hope to hear another song coming soon.
Most definitely.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
It's a wrap.
Yeah. All right. So, please pour the champagne. Nice. We don't have the caps here. The caps is one, so we'll go one. We'll go. Right. So thank you for joining us. My name is William Diego Parker Benning. I was here with Stephanie Mayana, produced by Shadrach Abe. Thank you to the production crew. God willing, tomorrow we're back with the Friday edition of Healthy Morning. So then, stay safe and be good. Drink water, please.
Yes, very nice.
Very key. Bye. All right.
One time, let me give it to the Lord for His favor and mercies every day. What you mean, what mama say? What mama who? What you mean, your daughter? Maybe I see yeah, make it out. What you mean, what mama say? What mama who? What you mean, your daughter? Yeah, maybe I see yeah, dark, she da. I see that young kwana, let's go. Dark, she da. I ain't young kwana, let's go. I just wanna give you the glory. You better know my worries. If I know be for the Lord, where would I be? Gang kind that you gonna know. But no honey, how fake no. If I know be for the Lord, where would I be? What you mean, what mama say? What mama who? What you mean, your daughter? Lady, I see yeah, make it out. What you mean, what mama say?